Princess Ermine Norodom. Thank you so much for joining me today. It really is an honour. And you do so much amazing work here in the Kingdom of Cambodia in the time that you've been here. So thank you for joining us at Cambodia Lifestyle. And it's a pleasure and an honour to introduce you to everyone here in the Kingdom and of course all around the world about all the great things that you do. So just a little bit of background about you. You're of course originally from France. Whereabouts?
Okay, so I come from a little village in northern France, a little village called Wallers, and it's where they turn the movie Germinal.
Okay.
With the famous actor, what's his name? Oh, I don't know remember
Vincent
the name.
Cassel?
No. And my parents are Italian. In fact, 100% Italian. My father from Calabria, my mother from north of Italy. Yes, so in
you're a
fact,
fantastic cook.
I am Italian, in fact, 100% Italian.
Italian by blood.
Yes.
So born in France, and then of course you moved to London, my home.
Yeah.
So yes, you spent a long time there. 12 years?
Yeah, I moved to London. I was 20 years old.
20 when you moved there.
Yeah.
And then 12 years in the fashion industry with the one and only Joseph,
Yes.
which was a huge brand
Yes.
back in 80s, 90s, up into the early thousands.
Yes.
How did you end up there?
Oh, it was very funny. So I was walking around town next to Fulham Road, and one day I said, "Oh, one day I will be managing this shop." I had no experience in a shop. I never worked in a shop in my life. I was just joking because, you know, I saw the price in the window and I didn't know what was a designer. I didn't know. I just found it a bit weird. All the collection, I think they were showing like a very weird, for me it was very weird designer.
Quite very high end.
Yes,
very high end fashion, Joseph.
Yes,
yeah.
and I couldn't speak English so at all. So I didn't ever understand, you know, what was fashion or what was come from a little village in north of France. And a few months later, I was employed by Joseph to be stockroom girl. I couldn't have more because
The stock room.
I was not speaking English. I was a stockroom girl. Yes.
So you're in the stock room.
Yeah.
But of course, you swiftly move forward, very swiftly,
Yes.
to assistant manager of a Joseph store.
Yes.
Then you ended up actually running how many franchises in London?
Then no. I had 2 franchises in London. And after that, I went to work for Joseph in Paris.
In Paris.
Yeah.
These weren't just any franchises in London. These were very high-end areas, like I think Sloane Street you said one?
It was in Brook Street.
Okay, Brook Street.
The Brook Street, in front of Paul Smith.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
very quite prestigious.
Joseph and Joseph Essential.
Okay, great. And then you found your way to Cambodia and met your lovely husband, Prince Harry, yes, His Royal Highness. And how did you end up in Cambodia? From running fashion stores in London and doing an incredible job, you came to Cambodia on a holiday, or was it?
So first, I came to Cambodia when I was in London. I came on holidays.
Yeah.
First, it was holidays, and then I met my husband, and from then we got married.
Yep.
But we were coming to Cambodia on holidays twice a year. Twice a year.
When you first came, what was it that made you fall in love with the country? I mean, everyone has their own reasons.
Okay, but because first I fell in love with my husband,
yes,
so after
of
I
course.
fell in love with the country.
Yeah, I think everyone has a very similar answer, and it is, of course, the main reason for all of us. It's the people. It's the Khmer people.
The smile.
The smile.
Yeah.
The Khmer smile. It's a genuine smile.
Yes.
It's a genuine smile.
Yeah.
I think one of my favorite things is coming through immigration here in Cambodia. Even the immigration officers are the nicest in the world. And I think for all of us, that's why we fall in love with Cambodia. And for yourself, not only did you fall in love with your husband, but you fell in love with the people, and you've been doing such amazing things to help them. And that, of course, would be the birth of Shanty Town Spirit.
Yes, before I arrived to Cambodia, I said to my children, because I had 2 children, so I said, now we're going to go to live in Cambodia. And you know what my daughter replied? We're going to go to live on holidays.
Hey! And how old are your children now?
My daughter, she's 19.
Yep.
She's going to study in China. She's leaving in September. And my son is 17.
Okay.
He's on school holidays now. So next year he's going to pass the baccalaureate.
Okay, excellent. Nice. Fantastic. IB, very close to my heart, IB. So just to go back to the early days of Shanty Town Spirit, I mean, when it was just an idea, how did this come around? Did you notice something? What caused the spark?
Okay, so when I came to Cambodia, it was to do charitable work. So when I arrived in Cambodia, I started to be volunteer for other association. And it was not my own association, but I was working with my heart. I was working with different associations, maybe 2 or 3. And after I decided to open my own association, to be able to help whoever I need, whoever I want, whoever needs help. Not, you need to help this one or you need to help this one.
Yep.
So I wanted to help
As
whoever come to me and I can help.
So you currently, from the top of my head, you currently help with over 300 families?
Yeah, more or less. And we started with one boy. We started to help one boy and now we're helping around 300 families.
And it started in the rubbish sites?
It started in a community in Bang Trabek.
Yep.
It was really next to the Station d'Épuration,
Okay.
dirty water,
Yep.
just next in Street 271. So there it's where I started.
And why did it start here? I mean,
I started there because when I started to work as a volunteer, it's them took me to that place and
Yep.
say, you need to take care of this boy. So I started with this boy. But this boy, he had brothers, sisters, neighbors. So it's for that and I started to work in that place.
And now it's over 300 families. Yeah. And of course, Shanty Town Spirit is based around the core values.
Yes.
Health, hygiene,
education,
special needs.
Yeah. And leisure activity. Then we all like that.
Yeah. Because I've seen many pictures and many videos of you working, engaging directly with the communities and teaching a lot of basic hygiene. Yeah. Which a lot of people forget, and a lot of people aren't educated on, not just here in Cambodia but across the world. So, how did you start making the change? How did you start? Because anyone working in the NGO sector, it's not easy. There's a lot of people in the sector. So, how did you get it started? How did you get people involved, and how did you start this education with the locals?
Well, it was natural. It was natural, one by one, like, whenever they need something, whenever they needed something, we start, for example, the newborn baby. So the mother needs some hygiene thing, or the kids, they need some hygiene thing to go to school, or they need, so it was like slowly, one by one thing at a time. Every time they need something, I was there to provide for them.
And now you've grown to such a level, 300 families. Like, how do you manage?
But now it's more easy because I'm working a lot with the community, and they send me, now they all have Telegram, so they send me the list of what they need, why, how many,
So back when it first began, before Telegram, I remember when I first started traveling, I'd have to go to the internet cafe once a week to speak to my mum. So when you first started Shanty Town Spirit, were you just in tuk-tuks all around the city?
Yes.
Literally on the ground all the time?
On the tuk-tuk all the time with,
Amazing. And so up to this day, what would be, because a lot of people come to Cambodia and they want to help, they want to get involved with NGOs. What would be your best advice to these people? If they wanted to come over, how to get involved with a good NGO and do good work?
To be honest, I don't know. It's
boots on the ground. Come and
just have to come. You follow me, but if you follow me to come to see the communities to do something, not to come and to
Yep.
We need to do something. We need to come to the community with a program, with something to do, something to teach, something to.
A plan of action.
Yes. We cannot go like that. So many people sometimes. Oh, can I come to see? No.
Yeah. I think a lot of people, they come without a plan of action or an idea of how they're going to help.
Yeah.
So
and the kids, they do want to do. There is so many things they want to do. Sometimes we come with a yoga teacher. Sometimes we came last time with a team of a doctor, dentist.
Yep.
So there is always something to do.
There's always something, and there's always a way to help.
Yeah,
so,
always.
So anyone out there wanted to get involved, use your expertise. Use the thing that you're good at, and get involved. Excellent. So again, you're very hands-on. I mean, and you spend time directly with families and across Cambodia. So it started in Bong Trebek, but now you're across Bong Trebek, Ta Khel, and how many other places?
A few places. Yes.
So you're provincial across the country now, and it's grown to such a large.
We have a classroom in I think it's Kandal province. The classroom of Miska. So Miska, it's a nice story, you know, because she grew up a bit with me. She dropped school. So she dropped school. She was 14 or 15, and she was she was selling something in front of the school with a mom, earning like maybe $10 or $15 a month. And then I was looking for a nanny. So I accepted to come to my home to be a nanny, but I said, you cannot be a nanny, you're only 15. So I let you be a nanny because I need, but
for sure.
You're going to learn, you're going to go to school. So, and now she's a teacher back in the province.
Amazing.
Yeah. So between, she was a volunteer with me, she was translating for me, she was...
Your right-hand lady.
Yeah, now she has 90 children, then she's teaching.
I mean, this is one of the beautiful things about what you do and what NGO work as a whole. I think you get to see these people, these young children or these young adults or mothers, and you get to see them change with the work that you've done.
Yes.
I mean, I think this is a beautiful example. This young girl you were speaking about. I suppose my next question was going to be, I mean, could you share a story of a memorable person? But I suppose
I think it would be her. My success story. It will be Miska.
Miska.
Yeah, Miska.
Amazing.
Kaknika.
And what province is she in now?
She's in Kandal province.
Yeah, and she's teaching English, or? She's
teaching English. She's teaching Khmer and a bit of maths, calculation. You know. She has children, very young children, because she didn't have any education, so she cannot teach. 18 or 17 years old kids, but she's helping in English, and the kids go from 5 years old till 16, 15.
Amazing. A success story indeed. Yeah. Indeed. So the 10th anniversary celebration, as we mentioned, it looked amazing. Looking back on the 10 years, what would you say are your proudest moments, your biggest milestones? Was it opening up outside of Phnom Penh, going to the provinces, or is it the small wins?
There is a few. There is the story of Ka, and there is also the way that we help Lokman. It's another story. Lokman, it's a young boy who was born. His legs didn't function. Sorry, my English, but
he was born disabled.
And with my accent. So we did like a few surgery for him, and he still cannot move, he cannot walk, and he's living on the ground, so we cannot take him out because he's very heavy to push. So, but I'm very happy because we make his parents discover that it's very important to help his son.
Precisely.
So now we're looking for a place for him to stay in, because the parents are a bit old, they're working, they take care of the children of the other kids, and we're looking for a place for him to stay and to live, where the parents, they can go to visit him. It's a very burden for the parents.
I understand.
So every week when we go, or every month when we go to visit him, we send him a hairdresser to do his hair, to shave him.
To clean him up.
Yeah, and it's a very moving story.
Well, I think this is one of the things that Shanty Town Spirit is shining a light on in Cambodia, which really does need a light shone on it, is special needs, special education also. Which I think has been overlooked in the past, but in recent years it's becoming a lot more noticed, and there's a lot more schools and a lot more help available in the kingdom
yes.
to people
All
with
the
special
kids,
needs.
you know, when I arrived in Cambodia, not maybe 50% of the kids that I met, they were not going to school.
Yeah.
Now they're all going to school. Before, you know, they were collecting the rubbish, for example.
Yep.
Now no more,
Cans.
they are not collecting the rubbish.
I think a
they're
lot
all
of people
going to
forget
school.
the average age in Cambodia is only 27.
Yeah.
And you know, I mean, if you talk about 10 years ago and only 50% of the children were going to school, you know, I mean, the change just in the last 10 years is huge. I mean, when I first came here, the average age was 18, which is, you explain this to people, and I think a lot of people can't understand that these are a very, very young population. And education, be it hygiene, be it school, be it you know, special education, it's so important for such a young population. And as we know, Cambodia is moving so fast at the moment.
It's incredible.
And developing so fast that this.
When I arrived
so
to Cambodia, the first time when I came on holidays, I arrived in Cambodia, it was no traffic lights.
Yep.
And it was no rubbish collection.
I remember.
And now you pay everything with a QR code.
Everything. I remember, I mean, all the BKK 1, 2, 3, there was lakes there, you know, and now we used to stay as backpackers lakeside, but now, you know, it's all changed now. It's very cosmopolitan, and I think a lot of people have this conception of Cambodia that, you know, it's still slowly developing, but no, it's developing so fast.
But you know, my daughter, she had a Zoom with the American, I think it was American school. So they were doing an exam online, but between the two classes, America and in Cambodia. And the kids in America or the other country, they were saying, yes, what is Cambodia? You all living in a jungle.
Exactly. And I mean, I speak to some friends overseas, and then they'll say, oh, Cambodia, where's that? Africa. I was like, no, it's definitely in Southeast Asia. So, I mean, people are slowly... For me, Cambodia is the last part of Southeast Asia which truly feels Southeast Asian. You can go to other capitals, be it Bangkok or Vietnam, and it feels very cosmopolitan now. I think, you know, Ho Chi Minh, for example, you could be in Paris. Thailand, you could be in London. But the great thing about Cambodia, especially at this time of nationalism and Khmer pride, that Cambodia is still very much Cambodian. And for those, anyone out there wanting to visit, I always explain this to them, like, if you really want to taste the last piece of Southeast Asia, come to Cambodia. And it's just an amazing place, as you know, for having lived here for many years. And you've seen the changes, socially, economically. I mean, for you, what's been the biggest change in the time that you've been here?
The biggest change, let me think. It's the change from having cash in your hands and to pay a QR code. Like even, you know, in France, like 2 years ago, we didn't have any QR code. And here we had QR code before everyone else.
I find this funny also. My friends visit from London, they're like, what's this? It's like, no, we've had this for 5 years.
And the same, you know, when the first time I came to Cambodia, we used to, like you said, we used to go to internet cafe, And here, 2 years ago, in France, you didn't have internet everywhere, and here you had internet everywhere. And
very fast. The internet here is so fast and so cheap. Like when I go back to London, I think in 1 week I can spend £100 on internet data. But here, you know, $10 1 month, but there's no problem.
My parents, they are not calling me because if they call Cambodia, it's so expensive. But here, you know, you go through that little number and it's so cheap to call France.
We were just on holiday, my wife and I, and to Rome with Smart was just $2 a day. And you can, it's so cheap. So I think a lot of people have these conceptions about Cambodia that, maybe with the people think maybe, oh, they're 30 years behind. It's not. Cambodia is very much fast developing. We're at the forefront of a lot of technology, you know. Agriculture is exploding, you know, textiles here, our biggest export is of course textiles. As you know, someone in the fashion industry, you'll be well adept.
And if you look at the COVID, look how we were here during COVID.
It was, I mean, we had our challenges.
Yes, but it was less complicated than some country.
Exactly. I mean, 2020, I think here was, I mean, I had a nice time. Of course, after 2021, we had some challenges, but I think as a country, Cambodia really came together and understood the boundaries and understood what had to be done, and everyone did it, and we came through very well. I mean, I think it was compared to the rest of the world.
Yes, exactly.
I think it was pretty relaxed.
Exactly.
Yeah. And I mean, back to the NGO during COVID. I mean, that would have been a challenging time.
We had all the zone, the red zone, the different kind of zone, and we were allowed to go to drop any grocery in front of the barrage. Yes. And we managed to do quite a lot of things during COVID.
Because that would have, for a lot of NGOs, I mean, they're having a really, really hard time.
And many people help, all the restaurant, the canteen, many people help.
I think that's one of the beautiful things about Cambodia is everyone is willing to help.
Yeah, everyone was involved.
Yeah, everyone. It's like now if I go to a store and I try to buy something and he'll say, oh, sorry, I don't have it. But my friend does, and he'll take you to his friend down the street. And everyone's willing to share business and take care of each other, which I think is one of the beautiful things about Cambodia and why we all live here.
Yeah.
But for yourself, back to the NGO, back to Shanty Town Spirit. I mean, running an NGO, of course, there's constant hurdles, funding, bureaucracy, personal burnout. I mean, back in the day, I'm sure you were on call 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. I mean, how do you relax?
Okay.
How do you? Everyone has to have at least an hour to turn off a day.
Okay, first, all the paperwork, everything like that, what give me the most headache. I don't do it no more because now I have a beautiful team of volunteers coming from a school, so I don't take care of no more. I'm only on the field, helping the community.
Amazing.
And anything complicated, I give away to somebody else. Before I used to do everything myself, but now, it's too much headache, so I don't want to have
10 years, you've done the hard work.
Any headache, I give it away.
So when you relax, what do you like to do?
I go to cinema.
Yeah, you're a movie fan.
Yeah.
Me also.
So to relax, I stay with my kids. I go to cinema with them, and
what kind of movies do you like? What's your favorite?
I like all everything coming out. I go to see.
Excellent.
So the last one, I've already seen them.
Which one? What's the latest watch?
The last one, it was F1.
Oh, was it good? I haven't watched it yet.
I didn't like it.
No?
But my family, my kids, they like it.
Okay. I mean, I'm a big Brad Pitt fan, so
Yeah.
I will still go.
No, you have to go to see it. But it's cinema. The most thing I do, it's cinema when I want to relax.
And the cinema here, I think it's important to say, is so good.
Yes.
It's my favorite.
Yes.
For $12, diamond class, unlimited popcorn, unlimited Coke, a welcome drink, blanket, pillow, reclining.
You don't have that in Paris, or maybe new?
In London, this is £40, about $55 for this experience.
And probably new.
Oof.
Maybe 2 years?
Yeah, here, it's just, it's amazing. It's my favourite things to do. I went last week to watch 28 Years Later.
No, this I cannot see.
No,
No, I'm scared.
Too scared.
Yeah.
It's good. It's well done. Because I've been watching the franchise from a young age, so I'm a big fan.
You know why I go to cinema when I want to relax? Because if I go to the pool or if I go to do nothing, to relax, you think.
Too much,
You think too much. And when you watch a movie, you have good time and you don't think. You don't have time to think because you're watching the movie.
Exactly. I like to turn my phone off and focus on the movie in the theatre as best I can. Movie, a woman of my own heart. As I mentioned, I've worked in TV and film for a while, and this is my perfect way to switch off. But of course, we can only do that certain times a day. But as I suppose the face of Shanty Town Spirit and the leader, what has the last 10 years taught you about, I suppose, community, humility, humanity?
Yes, and how do you say? The kindness of the people inside the community between themselves.
Yeah.
They are always willing to help each other. They always, even when I come there, I come to start a mission or something, they're all coming to me to start to grab, whatever, or to prepare the room, or to prepare, between themselves and,
Yeah.
They're so kind.
They are maybe the kindest.
Yeah, they're kind, and also they're always smiling. Even if they are in difficulty, they're smiling, they're happy,
I completely agree. I think especially in some of the parts of Cambodia where people have the least, that's where you'll find some of the kindest and the most humanity in the world, in these places that are really, in difficult situations.
Helping each other a lot.
Helping each other a lot,
if there is a grandmother who need help, they will take them.
They will go.
Yeah.
Are you familiar with Nisset Plastic? There's a fantastic young Khmer guy. He started cleaning his university, and all his friends asked, "What are you doing?" He's like, "Well, I want it clean." And then next day, one friend joins him, and then the next day, one more. And now they're cleaning canals around Phnom Penh, and they're doing amazing work. And now they do, once a month, they do a meetup, and there's more than 100. And I think, again, this is a perfect example of the Khmer spirit.
I think we got involved in one of those cleaning, I think with this group.
Yeah.
Then all my community, they came to help also.
Amazing. Yes. No, they're great. And again, it's just a perfect example of the community coming together.
Yeah.
And the Cambodians are a great example of community, be it the night runners who meet at Wat Phnom every Tuesday and they run 5 kilometers together. And it was a small group of friends, and now there's some 50 to 100 people. And again, this goes back to, as I was saying, I think one of the best things about Cambodia is the humility, the humanity, the kindness, the love, and just the values of taking care of each other.
You know what they like also? They like when we do fun activity.
Yes. Yes.
And they give all their heart to the fun activity.
I think one of my favorite things about Cambodia is just no ego. There's no ego. For example, karaoke. Doesn't matter if you're good or bad, everyone loves karaoke.
Yes, it's true.
And if it's a silly game, there's no ego, there's no shame. Everyone just likes to be involved and have fun together as a group. But to look back, I mean, to think about starting Shanty Town Spirit, if you could give yourself one bit of advice to go back in time, what would you say?
If I go back in time?
In regards to Shanty Town Spirit, what would you say to yourself to do this instead of do this, or don't do that?
No, I will not change anything.
Perfect.
I think no, I will not change anything. You know, the way he moved, the way the people changing, the people that we change also. Because not only them changing, we changing also. No, everything went smoothly, and
just change with the times.
Yeah, change with the time.
Because when you started it, were you purely based on hygiene, for example? Because I know it expanded into these different areas through time.
So no, at the beginning I was making sure that kids they were not collecting rubbish.
Okay, this is the base.
So it was education.
Yeah.
At the beginning it was education, and I was following the school result, and from then, the hygiene came after. First it was the education.
Okay, amazing. So it just naturally progressed into 10 years of hard work across all sectors.
And the first kids that I took care of, now they're big and they may be 24, 25, and they all have, one is in design, one is,
And do you have any who've come on to carry on and worked with you?
They sometimes come to be a volunteer.
Yeah, nice. Yes. Okay, amazing, amazing. So for anyone listening, I mean, who be it if they're moved by the conversation, if they want to help Shanty Town Spirit, if they want to get involved in any way in country, or if they want to help from abroad, what can they do? How can they get involved? How can they support the
But
communities?
if they're in the camp, if they are here, they can contact me. They can come to do a volunteer.
Yep.
They can donate what they don't use. They can donate money if they want to. They can ever spread the story of Shanty Town.
Yeah. Spread the word.
And if they're not here, if they are overseas, they can still do goods, around them, because there's many people around you that need help.
Exactly.
You don't need to cross, You
have to cross oceans to help.
Yes,
you can do it.
Because when I was in London, I was always helping around me already, like the homeless or the old people. I was distributing meal for the. So no need to come to Cambodia to do good.
So it's always been in your blood?
Yeah, always.
Amazing.
Yeah. I was always arriving at work late because I was talking to
someone in the park.
Always.
So what's next? What's the next after 10 years? What's next for Shanty Town Spirit? I mean, what's the next step? More provinces?
Maybe not more provinces, or if some kids wants to move out and you know, to create the class, or you know, I think 300 family is quite enough. And
It's
you
quite
know,
enough.
300 family, they're making babies and they having, so you know, it's always growing. But what I want is like, you know, when one day, you know, I will go back to France maybe, so I need someone to take over, to carry on the work that I've been doing.
To carry on the spirit,
Yes,
if you will.
yes.
Yeah, 'cause,
Yes.
of course. I think that is a problem with a lot of NGOs and foundations. That of course, you know, you can't have the same person being the face of it forever, and you need someone to hand the torch to.
It's a Khmer association, it's Khmer NGO. We are registered Khmer NGO, so it's very easy to someone to carry on, to help, or to.
Exactly.
I can still be there. I still be there.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Just not.
But
you
you
can't
know,
can't be boots on the ground forever.
Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly.
Because I do a lot of you know, in the community by myself.
Yeah. So when you heading out next? When do you go to the? Is it kind of like a monthly you go out, or weekly you head out to the communities?
Oh,
or?
we're having every week. We're having activity. We're having some. Every week we do something.
Amazing, amazing.
And we have the dentist. We have health. We have.
So again, if anyone wants to get involved, again, if they have an area of expertise.
Yeah, they need to tell me what is the you know, expertise, and we can.
And you can tailor it from there to the communities that need it the most. Amazing. I mean, Okun Shran, thank you so much for joining us today. I really, really appreciate your time. I know you're very busy in your personal life with Shanty Town Spirit. I just want to say thank you for joining us at Cambodia Lifestyle. It's been an absolute honor. And have a great afternoon. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me. And I have to say, one spirit, one heart, one community.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
For more information about Cambodia and how to support Shanty Town Spirit, head to the comments or join us at www.cambodialifestyle.com.